Chapter 1 to 7. There is a normal guy. His name is Daniel. He's slightly fat and slightly ugly. Not too ugly though, he would look like an average 5/10 if he didn't have any fat, but he is fat, so let's move on. He's currently walking down the street at night eating a meat bun. What is he doing? No fucking clue. He doesn't have any idea either. In fact, he's wondering that right this moment. It's completely uncharacteristic of him to actually leave the house after all. He just sits in front of his laptop all day reading fanfictions and such. Who knew? Anyway, he's walking down the street when all of a sudden, he sees a truck. Now, normally, that's nothing to cause an alarm over. But if this specific truck is parked right in the middle of the street when there's usually a lot of traffic on this specific road, then there is definitely something going on. Especially if said traffic is now nowhere to be seen. Our guy here sees this truck, feels something is off and stops walking. He even stops chewing. And he just stares at it. This truck is also staring right back at him. The engines rev up before the truck starts speeding right towards our guy. He panics. A fail on his part because he should know that to die by truck Kuan is an honor. 99 plus. Well, you can't exactly blame him. He can't see inside, so he doesn't know if the truck has no driver or if it's just a random psychopathic killer. Our guy here lowers his body and gets ready to leap out of the way before he gets hit. Cough. He coughs. He grabs his throat, his eyes bulge before he falls flat on his face. The truck that was speeding right to him stops in its tracks, as if dumbfounded, and then turns around and drives off to its next victim. Freeze frame. Record scratch sound effects. Yup, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Music starts playing in the background. Well, it all started about 5 minutes ago. I was struck by the sudden urge to go on a walk, at night at that. And so I did after grabbing a meat bun from the microwave on the way. Gotta have my meat bun. And yeah, that's it. No big backstory or anything. I'll let time do its thing again. Dio, if you would. Dio, 1 more second. 0. Time continues. And yeah, I died. Not at the hands, or is it bumper, of truck Kuan, nor did I get stabbed. And I definitely, under no circumstances, went out in a blazing ball of fire, but I died because I choked on a fucking meat bun. I have no words. And like that, I black out, before instantly waking up again. Wow. Like, wow. That was anticlimactic. I didn't even get to finish off my fucking meat bun. I mean, there are a ton of other regrets in my life, but like, damn, my meat bun. And so, I start looking around, trying to gauge my situation. This is the void. Or do you call it limbo? Maybe some sort of God's realm. And looking at myself, I can confirm I'm just a blob of ethereal stuff. I'm not sure if I like the white color though. Daniel, what next? Am I gonna get reincarnated? I hope so, but I didn't exactly die by truck Kuan, so I don't know if I can get a reincarnation coupon or something. While I was thinking of such things, a fucking meat bun appears out of nowhere, Omi wa Mao Shindaru style. You can. Daniel, whoa, please don't do that. That scared the shit out of me. I nearly had a heart attack. Do I even have a heart? I assume not. I'm sure I'm in what is called a soul state or something. Now that I think about it, how am I even talking? Sorry. It's my first time doing this after all. Daniel, no, take your time. I assume you're my ROB. ROB, yes. I'll be reincarnating you. This ROB, as I mentioned before, looks like a giant meat bun. Its voice is a mix of both a male and a female, so I'm not sure of its gender, not that I'm sure meat buns even have a gender. But it looks like I'll be reincarnating I gotta admit, I'm pretty excited. Daniel, wait, you said it's your first time. Am I going to be okay? ROB, yes, you should be completely fine. I've already read the How to ROB for Dummies guidebook. Am I going to be okay? Can I ask for a personnel change, please? ROB, don't look at me like that. It's written by Truck Senpai, and he's a reincarnating pro. I'm a fucking blob, how do you know what I look like? Right, calm down. Truck Kuan is famous enough that even mortals like me know about him. I should be fine, hopefully. ROB, well, it's just that it's the first time a reincarnation candidate died from choking on a meat bun, so this is the first time I'm doing this. So I would be meeting with Truck-kun if I died because of him. Damn, talk about a wasted opportunity. Daniel, right, so what's the deal? Reincarnation into a world of my choice and 3 wishes. I mean, that's the default reincarnation package. I already have a general idea of my wishes and the world I want to go to, so this should be easy. ROB, no. Crack. Arg. My hopes and dreams. Why must you do me like that, Rob? ROB, well, not exactly. We have an iSky reincarnation package deal that we all started doing recently. You have to spend a wish, but you get to choose your reincarnation destination while also keeping your memories. Daniel, oh, well, how many wishes do I have? Rob, 5. If you wish for the reincarnation package, you'll be left with 4 wishes. Well, it's better than the 3 wishes I was expecting, so it's no loss on my end. Daniel, deal. ROB, excellent choice. Before we get started, however, you should choose which world you want to get reincarnated into. It helps with choosing what skills you want to take. Daniel, then. I want to go to the world of that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Daniel, then. I want to get reincarnated into the world of Tenshura slime. ROB, D destination set. A good choice, it's an easy world to integrate new souls into. Good for you, I guess. Right, let's get started on my wishes then. I wonder what kind of OP things I can get. Daniel, for my first wish, I want the 3rd magic, Heaven's Feel. ROB, denied. Pardon and wait, I lost my N-word pass when I died. Shit. ROB, well, the 3rd magic gives many benefits, the most obvious one being the infinite mana perk. It's similar to the Magicule Breeder Reactor skill in that regard. Although, unlike Magicule Breeder Reactor, Heaven's Feel doesn't allow the usage of Stardust energy, but it has its own perks to make up for it. Because of this, it's ranked around the level of an ultimate skill. Daniel. Rob. Daniel. So. ROB, oh. I didn't mention that there are some limits to those wishes, right? You can only make wishes on the level of a unique skill. We don't have the resources to give 5 different wishes on the level of an ultimate skill or something along those lines. Resources? What the fuck, why is this sounding more and more like a business? ROB, industrialization. Ah, Naruhodo. Daniel, well, beggars can't be choosers. I accept. I'm kinda bummed out about it though. I've had these wishes in my mind for a while. I mean, we all had this moment where we thought about what wishes we would choose if we ever got the chance to be reincarnated. What? It's just me. Okay. Well, I guess I can degrade my 3 wishes to fit the unique skill requirement, and I still have that unexpected extra wish. Wait a minute. Daniel, for my first wish. I want the wish limitation was removed. As I say that, I swear I felt that ROB smile at me. How a fucking meat bun of all things can smile, I have no clue. But I mean, it's been a wild day, I'll just ignore that. ROB, granted, but you can only use 1 wish without the wish limitation. Furthermore, you can't wish for this again. Otherwise, things will get really messy. Messy? How? Well, I guess it's a ROB thing. Daniel, well, get me that Heaven's Feel. ROB, granted, however, it will be turned into a skill rather than a magic. Daniel, that's fine with me. Then, I want something like the Arc of Embodiment. ROB, denied. Jesus Christ, this is quickly catching up to the number of times I've been rejected. Just kidding. I never asked anyone out in the first place. Sniff. ROB, Arc of Embodiment is a magic spell that can create something out of nothing. Granted, it uses energy to use this spell, but it can create matter and atoms, and that's something on the level of an ultimate skill, as it breaks the law of equivalent exchange. You can choose to degrade it, perhaps, by making any conjured object a simple MGIC construction which will disappear after a certain amount of time. Damn, I guess that makes sense. Then how about? Daniel, can you make it so that it needs materials to work? ROB, that can be done. Once again, it will be changed into a skill rather than a magic spell. However, created items will not have any effects, and will just be created in the shape and material you specified. Damn, so no fire swords then. Fuck. Wait, I still have 1 more wish, should I? But I was going to wish for a system. Fuck it. Systems are overrated anyway. Daniel, then for my final wish, I want to be able to enchant effects onto my items. ROB, a bit vague. Well, you can choose one of two different choices. First, you can make enchantments that will disappear after a while. Or you can take the second option to make permanent enchantments at the cost of more effort. Daniel, are you kidding me? The second option. Is there even a need to hesitate? ROB, granted. Rune Master skill it is. Ooh, sounds fancy. I'll take it. And just like that, my wishes were complete. The moment I accepted my last wish, I started getting a bit lightheaded. My round body slowly started glowing a bit. Well, it was already glowing but started glowing even more. ROB, oh, I guess that's it then. Daniel, that's it. Damn, okay, I guess I'll get going then. Anything I should keep in mind? Something I should do? A quest? A mission? ROB, No, nothing comes to mind really. Oh. I would like it if you worship me a bit. We're not gods, so we don't need faith or anything like that, but it's always nice to have someone remember you. Daniel, okay, so a church of meat buns? ROB, no, you just need to eat some buns and that's good enough. You don't need to tell me that, I love my meat buns after all. I partly wished for the skill to make anything I want just so I can have an unlimited supply of meat buns. Hee. My consciousness started fading away even more at this point, but I just had one more question. Daniel, so, how will I reincarnate? ROB, oh, it's random. Say CK right now. ROB, what I mean by that is, you will either be reincarnated into a recently born child or a recently deceased body. But it's guaranteed you will be reincarnated into a humanoid male. Oh, okay, wait, humanoid? You're telling me there's a chance I will get reincarnated into a fucking goblin? Please tell me you're joking. But alas, I couldn't voice my worries as my consciousness completely faded away. Third-person POV. In a certain cave, a human male suddenly appeared out of nowhere. He looks around before smiling. It's not a kind smile, nor a curious smile. It's a smile that makes you want to punch it. Moving on. He continues looking around until he sees a very large silhouette. A large black dragon. Oh. A human. Here of all places. A voice enters the human male's head. He didn't hear it with his ears, but it just appeared in his mind. Some kind of telepathy, huh? Was that from you? The male looks up at the dragon. The dragon, seeing that this human hasn't run away, attempts to awe it with his status. Indeed. I am Veldora, the storm dragon. One of only 4 true dragons in the world. Internally, however, this Veldora is thinking a completely different thing. Maybe I can finally talk to someone. It's been quite lonely. And the male did indeed respond. True dragon. That means you're pretty strong, right? Veldora, indeed. I dare say I am even one of the strongest in this world. Ha 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 ha. The male, who heard this, shows a rather cruel smile. Of course, it's still a smile you would want to punch. Perfect. You'll do. Veldora, of course I'll do. Do for what? This. After saying that, the male walks forward, and places his hand on the dragon. Deprive. Veldora, what are you RRGH? The thought transmission stops before Veldora roars out. Whether it's in pain, anger, or some other emotion, no one would ever know. Slowly but surely, the magicules making up Veldora gets absorbed into the human male. Veldora, with his unique skill, Investigator, easily realizes that all he needs to do to stop this is disrupt this human and break physical contact. Unfortunately, he is still restrained by the infinite prison, unique skill and is unable to move from this spot. And just like that, 3 days later, the storm dragon Veldora breathed his last as his magicule count dropped to 0, and he disappeared from this world. In his place is that very same punchable human male with a greatly increased magicule capacity. Inhale as expected. I'm the protagonist, huh? And just like that, he raised his death flag. And so, my reincarnation begins. At least, I think it begins. It feels like I'm in some kind of lucid dream, but I know for a fact that I did indeed die and I just finished my meeting with the meat bun ROB. I still don't know what to say about it. So right now I assume I'm in the middle of my reincarnation process. I never read what it would feel like at this point, most stories just skip to the awakening scene. Or am I the weird one? Is the bun more powerful than we ever could have imagined? I want a meat bun now. All of a sudden, I get the feeling of colliding with something before I get a massive headache comparable to the time I spent waiting for No Game No Life Season 2. Yeah, it's that fucking big. I get flashes, or rather, fragments of what I assume to be memories. These memories obviously don't belong to me, they belong to a rather unremarkable man. A typical life. He graduated from college, landed a job, and lived a blissful, bachelor life up to the age of 37. Is this my future? Wait, no, a name was included in these memories. Satoru Mikami, huh? Wait, isn't this? Error. Soul collision confirmed. Soul fusion has been detected, attempting to eject foreign soul, failed. Recalibrating. Mom, is that you? Just kidding. But this voice, and that name. I'm almost 100% convinced now. Separation of the soul has proved ineffective. Deterioration of the soul has been confirmed, searching for a solution, found. Attempting to fuse souls, prioritizing individual Satoru Mikami. See Chato Mat. Won't that mean I'll disappear? I didn't sign up for this. Get me my lawyer. Preferably that meat bun ROB. Failed. Oh, thank God. Wait, is this a good thing or a bad thing? Foreign Soul has confirmed to hold a skill specializing in the soul, assimilation with Satoru Mikami as the main personality has failed, searching for a solution. Soul type skill. Is it my, heavens feel? Solution found. Attempting to fuse souls, prioritizing individual Daniel. A/N, you aren't getting my full name that easily. And just like that, the headache disappeared and the influx of memory fragments increased. It's like watching a movie, it's totally detached from my life yet I can see everything that happened in this poor sod's life. I kind of feel depressed. Won't this mean that the OG Rimuru won't exist anymore? I don't hate the guy, I like how he does things. I always wanted to meet him too, and once I chose this world I promised myself to at least go say hi to him. But with this soul assimilation. Sigh. I'm sorry man, if it's any comfort, I'll at least try my best to follow in your footsteps. In my own style, of course. Oh, and I watched the anime and saw your coworker fry your computer, so you don't have to worry about your files. Rest in peace. As soon as I said that his secret is safe, the assimilation sped up greatly. As if all reluctance from him is gone. This guy, he has his priorities straight. Gotta have some respect. Soul assimilation has confirmed to be a success. The skills, Predator, and Great Sage, have been successfully acquired as a consequence. Resistances have also been successfully acquired. And I got this guy's skills too. Aren't I just too broken at this point? Not that I'm complaining though. And just like that, the lucid dreamlike state I was in disappears, and I am now fully conscious. But, everything is black. I can't see, I'm legally blind. And so, I try to move. I don't think that did anything. Okay, hold on. Let's try again. Oh, I think I just felt something brush up against me. But man, this is trippy, it feels so weird. It's like I'm sliding across the ground, but I'm not. I don't have my arms or legs. I can't see, nor can I hear, and I definitely can't taste or smell. This shape. This springiness. This aerodynamic shape. This boing boing feeling. I'm a slime, aren't I? It seems I didn't just inherit OG Rimuru's skills, but his body too. Man, I feel even more guilty now. But look on the bright side. I died eating a meat bun, I got reincarnated by a meat bun, and now I am the meat bun. This power, this strength that's welling up from the depths of my heart. It's overflowing. Confirmed ultimate skill, Ilya, Lord of Heaven's Feel, has been obtained, beginning evolution. Oh. So I wasn't because I am the bun. Well, that was embarrassing. Wait, evolution. Due to the effects of, Ilya, Lord of Heaven's Feel, your soul is ascending to a higher form of existence. You are currently undergoing an evolution to compensate for that. Oh. I knew that. What? Don't look at me like that. I totally expected this. As I was undergoing the evolution, the rampaging magicules inside me slowly begins to calm down. If the energy from before was a wild rampaging bull, right now it's comparable to a domestic cat looking for attention. Report. Evolution from slime into origin slime has been confirmed. Origin slime, What's that? A species of slime that has qualities similar to that of the highest tier spirits, true dragons. Intrinsic skills, infinite regeneration, and universal shapeshift have been acquired as a consequence. Oh sweet. But the second one is a bit useless because I haven't eaten anything yet, so I don't exactly have anything I can transform into. Well, my procrastination says I'll deal with that later. For now, I would like to see, so that magic sense would be nice. Okay, how did it go again? Feel the magicules outside your body and feel how it interacts with light and sound waves, I think it was. Then convert that knowledge into something understandable. That's not something I can do with my mental processing power, so. Great Sage. I'm counting on you. Confirmed. Beginning decryption. Success. And voila, I regained my sight. And my hearing too. It sounds kind of eerie though, but it's not that bad. I've played Minecraft after all. I'm used to these sounds. Extra skill, magic sense, has been acquired. Origin slime status has forcefully evolved, magic sense, into intrinsic skill, universal sense. And the good news just keeps on coming. I can see really far now and in much better quality than I'm used to. Is this what 4K quality looks like? It's beautiful. But I'm white. Wait, that came out wrong. I mean I'm white in color. The OG Rimuru was blue, but I'm not. Did something go wrong? Maybe it's a side effect of my skills. Or maybe it's the color of my soul or something. My soul was white just like this after all. And there's this misty haze constantly around me. Oh wait, I'm probably projecting a fuck ton of magicules right now, right? This is bad. With my infinite magicules, the whole world might be suffering under my pressure. Incorrect. Although you have an endless amount of magicules, Ilia, Lord of Heaven's Feel, grants complete control over your magicules, so you are currently only projecting a minuscule amount of aura. This is your natural aura that is normally projected due to your status as a monster. Then what the hell is this misty haze around me? A visual effect. Would you like to disable it? What? Nah, it looks cool, I'll keep it for now. Right, I guess now I have to get out of this place. I want to meet with Veldora. I can look for him while testing out my skills. First up on the agenda, I need to know what my skills are. I mean, I'm pretty sure I remember them, but there's a chance I missed one. Great Sage, can you tell me what skills I have? Would you like to view your skills in a status board format? The fuck? You can do that. Correct. Searching your memories have informed me that this would be the best way to inform you of your current skills. Then pull it up. Name, none, Daniel. Race, origin slime, highest tier spirit. Protection, crest of space. Title, none. Ultimate skills, Ilia, Lord of Heaven's Feel. Intrinsic skills, infinite regeneration, universal shapeshift, universal sense. Unique skills, Great Sage, Predator, limited creation, Rune Master. Extra skills. Common skills. Tolerances, resist temperature, resist melee attack, cancel pain, resist electricity, resist paralysis. A/N, did I forget something? Let me know if I did. Nice, it seems my skills are in order. Those 4 unique skills are really hyping me up. I mean, how many people out there have 4 unique skills? And I've only just been reborn. And I even have an ultimate skill. But, ahem. Stares at protection, crest of space. Inhales. What are those? A/N, I am so sorry. Report. As you have ascended into a higher being, you have gained a domain. An example would be the true dragon Veldora, having a domain over storms. It can also be considered a form of authority. Yes, that's nice and all, but why is it a space affinity? Doesn't it make me seem a bit... I don't know, generic? Report. The space element just so happened to be the one you have the highest affinity with. That's it? Damn, I was expecting something different. So now I am a space slime or something. Do I sparkle now? Do I have stars and shit? Oh god, I hope not. Right, intrinsic skills are skills that come with my race. I didn't have magic sense before I evolved, so once I gained the skill it automatically upgraded to a satisfactory level and became an intrinsic skill. Unique skills, Great Sage, and Predator, are exactly the same as in the series, so I don't need to check them. What I do need to check are my other 2 unique skills. Then, I guess first on the list. Tell me about, limited creation, great sage. Man, what would I do without sage? Unique skill, limited creation, allows you to create anything you imagine as long as you have magicules and matter. Created objects will not contain any energy upon creation. So it's not important what specific matter I use. Correct. Guess there's only one thing left to do. Limited creation. And just like that, the rock floor caved in a bit and a hot steamy meat bun appears in the middle. Ha ha ha. The power. I quickly jump on the meat bun and consume it with glee, before I die on the inside. I can't taste it. Curse you, Veldanava. Why did you have to create a race with no taste buds? Do you want to watch the world burn? Joker, you called. Not now. Sigh. Let's just move on. I felt the magicule drain when I used that skill, and it seems to be quite a lot. Fortunately, it's not much to me, especially with my greatly increased magicule capacity from my evolution and my infinite magicules. Furthermore, Great Sage is telling me this is a bona fide meat bun, one I'm used to eating all the time in my past life. That means this skill can also easily transmute materials. But it said created objects can't contain any energy, so I guess I can't make anything like swords that shoot fire. A shame really. Next skill. The unique skill, Rune Master, gives the user knowledge of runes and the most efficient way to arrange them to best suit the user's wishes. So, like a magic spell. Let's try this out. Okay, I want a rune sequence that expels fire. Oh, whoops. Let's try that again. Rune Master. Okay, now I have the runes. I didn't activate the skill before. Ha, whispering fucking dumbass. Anyway, a series of runes pop up in my mind. They appear like this. Upsilon Sigma G. I just. Not saying anything further, I engrave those runes into the ground. Once I feed a small number of magicules into those runes, a ball of fire the size of a fist formed 10 centimeters above the ground. Exactly the way I pictured it. So I think of an effect, use the Rune Master skill and engrave the received runes into a surface before feeding energy into it. I guess this is what Arubi meant by saying, permanent enchantments at the cost of more effort. I mean, I have to engrave runes onto every single object for them to do something. Wait a moment, what if? Rune Master. Limited creation. A small metal dagger appears in front of me. I touch the handle making the runes embedded along the blade during its creation process light up, before a small ball of fire flares up directly above it. Aha! Ahahaha! Yes! Fire swords aren't a dream. I can see it now. Creating throwing daggers engraved with self-destructive runes in the middle of the fight before throwing that shit right at the enemy while screaming, North Korea. It's glorious. I'm so excited. Even my slime body is jiggling around. Ahem, I guess that just leaves one final thing I need to take care of. My name. Daniel is kinda. Well, it's a good name, I fucking hope so, but it doesn't exactly fit. In this world I mean. Furthermore, I'm not named either. I'm not even sure anyone can name me in the first place. I hope I can name myself or I will only be able to speak like, this one would like a cup of tea, and, make way for the great me, and shit like that. I mean, that's just begging a cultivator protag to magically cross dimensions to face slap me, so no thanks. Right. Can I name myself? Fingers crossed. My name is. What would be a good name? God, this is embarrassing. Right. A name, what would be a good name? Ba-dump. I smile, internally, right, why am I thinking so hard about it? Ba-dump. I mean, I've already inherited his skills. Ba-dump. His body. Ba-dump. I've taken his place. Ba-dump. I feel guilty. So. In return. I'll let your name resound loudly in this world like it always was meant to be. Ba-dump. I'll carry your name and make it the most revered name to have ever existed. Ba-dump. I'll at least do that for you. Rimuru. Click. And like that, a name has been engraved upon my soul, a beautiful and majestic name. One engraved out of both guilt, a want to pay back its original owner, and admiration, awe to what the original would have done in this world had it not been for my intervention. After the name has been engraved upon my soul, I focus back on my surroundings. I've been wandering around the cave while I was messing around, testing out my new skills. And it's been a while, so... Rimuru, where is that damn dragon? Rimuru, where is that damn dragon? Report. Storm Dragon Veldora's magicule signature is unable to be detected. Magicule levels in the area are slowly dropping. It is theorized that the Storm Dragon is no longer here. No longer here. How did he leave? He should still be trapped inside the infinite prison. Did he find a way to get out? Did someone else help him out? How? I've only been in this world for... Ahem, great sage, how long have I been here? Report. You've been wandering around in circles for 3 hours. Shut up. Great sage, make a map of my path please. Oh god, I have been walking in circles. Inhales, let's move on. So Veldora is no longer here. I've barely influenced this world, and a butterfly effect this large shouldn't have occurred either. So it's not because of me. Great sage. Viewing the user's memories and cataloging the most probable theory. Success. There is a 68% chance that this is a parallel world of the world you are aware of. A parallel world. How did I get here? Assuming this theory is correct, there is an 89% chance that your destination was lost upon soul collision. So I got knocked off course. Is that even possible? No. Impossible. The meat bun is almighty. As I think such things, I make another meat bun and eat it in one gulp to prove my point. Sniff, I still can't taste anything. Meat bun sama. You have forsaken me. Sigh, I guess this just confirms it then. I'm in a parallel world and Veldora is no longer here. I hope to meet him out there, one day. He seems like a cool dude. Right. I guess I don't need to stay here any longer, I should just leave then. But first, I have to kill at least one of each monster in the cave and eat any magisteel ore and hypocute herb I can find. I can't make anything with energy in them, remember? And unfortunately, magisteel ore and hypocute herbs are in that category. And so, I began wandering around again. This time, paying attention to the map, Great Sage, pulled up. Man, this skill is so useful. I'm relying on it so much that it's starting to feel uncomfortable, but... Nah. I wander around the cave looking for its exit while gobbling up any hypocute herbs and magisteel ore along the way. Of course, I slay the shit out of dat pus, cough out of any monster I meet along the way. I even came across that massive lake Rimuru fell into and decided to just use this chance to get myself a new skill. Water pressure propulsion, skill acquired. Water current movement, skill acquired. Water blade, skill acquired. Water blade, water pressure propulsion, and water current movement, skills have been acquired. Combining an evolving skill into extra skill, control water. After that, while spamming water blades all over the place, I finally make it up to the giant metal door. Now, I can't exactly open this with brute strength. I could just write some runes that can do the job for me, but I kinda want to eat this door and see what kind of mess I'll create. Will people think that Veldora took the door with him or something? Yup, imagining that is pretty funny. Besides, Veldora should have only disappeared recently, so those 3 adventurers shouldn't be here for at least another month or so. They can't pin this on me. Right, I think I have enough excuses. Itadakimasu. Clang, creak. Phew. I thought that door wasn't gonna open. Yeah, I'll bet. Nobody's even tried going in for 300 years, right? Did you check inside? Is it safe? In a high-pitched voice, what is happening? Why are they here? Veldora should have only disappeared. Wait, when did Veldora disappear? Received. Estimating magicule density loss rate. Cross-referencing with an estimation of magicule density at its peak. Report. It is predicted that the storm dragon Veldora disappeared from this place over a month ago. Oh, okay, then it definitely wasn't my fault that he's gone. I mean, I knew that all along. A/N, doubt. Still, it's kinda trippy, being able to understand them. I can hear them speaking a totally foreign language completely different from English or Japanese, but I can still completely understand what they're saying. If I remember correctly, Magic Sense could translate words as well. It's honestly so convenient, without it I would be so lost. Now that I think about it, everyone in the series just talked to each other normally. Does this world have a uniform language that everyone speaks? Do monsters also use this language? I mean, I don't remember anyone in the entire series having to go through the trouble of learning a new language. I mean, summoned heroes are very powerful and it makes sense if they naturally have the magic sense, skill or something, but why do humans and monsters naturally understand each other? Did everyone just conveniently have magic sense or something? Wasn't it supposed to be a skill not just anyone could learn? Well, I don't want to think about it anymore. Let's just chalk it up to bullshit anime logic. And so, after hiding behind a conveniently placed rock formation and watch that trio of adventurers pass by me, I continue on my path. Hiss motherfucker. And come face to face with a giant fucking snake. Nigerundeo. I immediately turn around and run right back through the door as the giant snake chases after me. What is that? It's so huge, even by human standards. And I'm a slime, so it looks even bigger. And it's black. Wait, this makes me sound like an asshole. You know what? Maybe it's just misunderstood. Maybe it just wants someone to talk to. Yeah, let's go with that. And so I stop running and turn around, not that it can see me turning around because I look the same from all angles, but ignore that. Ahem. Hey man, how are? Spit. Snack, don't talk to me. Look at this bitch. I tried being nice, but no, he spits acid and tells me to stop talking to him. You know what? Fuck you too. Water blade. Shing. And its head falls off as its whole body collapses onto the floor. Ha. That'll teach you. As I think of such things, I walk/slide away, before coming right back and using Predator on its corpse. Whoops, forgot. Skills, Heat Sense, and Poisonous Breath, have been acquired. Heat Sense has been assimilated into Universal Sense. Nice. Right, let's continue. Name, Rimuru. Race, Origin Slime, Highest Tier Spirit. Protection, Crest of Space. Title, None. Ultimate Skills, Ilia, Lord of Heaven's Feel. Intrinsic Skills, Infinite Regeneration, Universal Shapeshift, Universal Sense. Unique Skills, Great Sage, Predator, Limited Creation, Rune Master. Extra Skills, Control Water. Common Skills, Poisonous Breath. Tolerances, Resist Temperature, Resist Melee Attack, Cancel Pain, Resist Electricity, Resist Paralysis. It's been around 2 years since I've been reincarnated. Unfortunately, that damn ROB only granted me 1 wish instead of the default 3. I mean, it's not his fault, I went ahead and thought that 3 was the default for all reincarnations, but well, I should be happy with what I have. I died, met a ROB, who, by the way, had a glorious beard, and got a wish. I was able to wish for anything I wanted, and he was even ready to grant my wish for omnipotence. Yeah, the ability to do anything I want. It's crazy. It's because of this that I don't really hate the ROB or anything, if anything I'm very thankful he even bothered to reincarnate me. Well, it was bound to get boring if I wished for omnipotence, so I settled on a rather useful wish. Or rather than useful, it's interesting. I was always interested in this profession. Blacksmiths, that is. Well, I'm a bit different from your usual garden variety blacksmith. Shuffle shuffle. I'm sitting in the middle of a forest. To my left, the bushes start rustling a bit, I tense my body to prepare for a fight, but it seems it's unnecessary. From the foliage, 4 people stepped out. 1 male and 3 females. Furthermore, they're all young people too, maybe around 20 years old or something, and they're all good looking. TCH. Explode already. The male, dressed in a flashy set of armor with a sword sheathed on his hip, was the first to notice me. His eyes widen slightly in surprise before he smiles kindly at me. I didn't expect anyone else to be here. I don't say anything. I just look at him, before turning my attention back to what I'm doing. What am I doing, you ask? Well, I'm a blacksmith. I'm forging, obviously. What are you doing? I just mentioned I was forging in my monologue. Sigh, this is the problem with people who aren't aware of the 4th wall. There was only a couple of people who were aware of this wall, and it made things so much easier. I wonder how they're doing. Saintess Lashivia and Demon Queen Amelia. The women quickly notice me too, after he spoke to me. A busty blonde priest, a lowly elven mage and a silver-haired beastman fighter. Along with the male, who seems to be a swordsman, this is the most basic and balanced team composition. That fighter is staying wary around me though. My arcane eye is also letting me know they aren't exactly pushovers either, especially that beastman fighter. She's even stronger than the male. And judging by the look she's giving me, she's not comfortable with my probing. I'm a bit surprised she can even tell I'm inspecting her. Well, it's not like that can do anything to me. I have long learned the Joestar's secret technique, they can't do shit to me. But I don't care, I just get back to my forging. There's no sound in my forging, which is why this party never noticed me. It used magic to isolate the space around my hands after all. I mean, the sounds from my hammer striking the metal would make a normal man burst apart in a bloody firework. It happened once before. It wasn't pretty. Ever since then, I learned magic to support my works. The male seems a bit embarrassed. I just straight up ignored him after all. And judging by his flashy armor and powerful sword, it seems he's not used to being ignored like this. But still, that sword looks like it's the work of an amateur. It needs work. Wait, I open my mouth and ask the male a question. That sword. His eyes widen in surprise at my question. Those women behind him also seem very surprised. Not because of what I asked, but because of my voice itself. To use magic in this world, you have to speak them out loud and let any spirits you're contracted with know the spell you want to build. And to make them effective and be heard by the spirits over my explosive hammering, I train my voice to its limits. I've heard people liken my voice to that of the dialogue wyvern, known for their enchanting songs. Not to be confused with the Dio wyvern, as they are known for their ear-grating wryyyyyy that makes anyone want to die. The male opens his mouth. It seems you're also quite young yourself. He smiles at me with a disarming grin. Of course I'm young. I'm only 18 myself. I'm currently wearing a black cloak that hides my identity, so I can't exactly blame him, but come on. But he doesn't stop there and continues to talk. This sword was given to me by the Holy Church. They said it's the most powerful holy sword ever created, and that it was made only a couple of years ago by the famous wandering divine blacksmith. They call it the Dash. Excalibur. I finish off his sentence with a whisper. Excalibur, the very first sword I made in this world. I wanted to start off my blacksmithing journey with a bang and made this guy. No wonder I thought it was the work of an amateur. It turns out making something on the mythic rank or above needs a very solid image. The stronger the image, the better the resulting product. And so I imagined Excalibur from the Fate series. Remembering all its feats in the series ended up creating quite something. Well, it's shit to me now. Lashivia even told me that it had double, if not triple the current holy power contained in the next best holy sword made by the blacksmith god. Let's just say that he wasn't happy and I had to use the Joestar's secret technique to its limits. Well, until I made Enkidu and earned the God Slayer title, but you get the idea. My eyes rise from the sword on the male's hip and meet his eyes. He flinches, but I'm used to this. I was told my eyes are very sharp. If he's wielding Excalibur, that must mean he's this generation's hero, huh? And these guys must be his party. Chuckle. Laughable. And you want to defeat Amelia with that strength. These guys won't even match up to her toes. Even I had to get a little serious against her. The hero party hears me and get a little upset. The priest and the mage frown at me and the hero himself currently has a scrunched up face. The fighter, on the other hand, only has narrowed eyes. Ho! She seems to be worth something. I smirk and stand up, already completing my work. A pair of beautiful silver gauntlets and greaves with white energy highlights. I open my mouth again. Beowulf. After bestowing upon it a name and awakening its ego, I put them down, and walk away. By the time the hero's party realize what's going on, I've already teleported away. Hero, what's up with him? Priest, he seems to have left these items here. Did he leave them for you, Hiro-sama? Mage, what? So he wasn't just a prick. As expected, he must have realized who Hiro-sama is and ran away. They both pridefully boast about their hero. The hero, on the other hand, embarrassedly scratches the back of his head and walks towards the gauntlets and greaves laying on the ground, wanting to pick them up. Flash, thump. But he was thrown away the next second, crashing into a tree. All three of the women are surprised. The hero, with an authority over weapons, was rejected. Beowulf, ka. Laughable. Just because of mere divine protection, you believe you can wield me? Audacious. I am Beowulf. An ego weapon of the highest order. You can keep dreaming elsewhere. A young female voice shouts out from the gauntlets and greaves laying on the ground, now glowing with a dense white aura. Fighter, impossible. That man created an ego weapon on the spot. The silver beast man fighter unconsciously leaks her thoughts out in shock before her movements stop, and a look of pure shock spreads across her face. Fighter, a hidden identity, soundless smithing, and leaving his creations in exactly the place he created them, waiting for those destined to wield them to arrive, the wandering divine blacksmith. Beowulf, it seems you're quite informed. You, the silver-haired fighter. It seems my creator made me with you in mind. So I ask you this. Beowulf speaks out again, this time to the fighter. The priest, the mage, and even the hero's eyes widen in shock and extreme envy. After all, a creation of the wandering divine blacksmith is about to say the very words every person in the world dreams of hearing. Even the hero's Excalibur doesn't contain an ego and is merely the highest tier overgrowth weapon. Beowulf, are you, my master? Meanwhile, a certain blacksmith, thousands of kilometers away, laughs to himself. Man, I still can't stop myself from making my creations say that. I took this opportunity to try out a couple of things. First, shape-shifting. I didn't have anything to shape-shift into previously, so I couldn't use my universal shape-shift skill, but since I ate the Karen's snack here. No offense to any Karens out there. If it makes things better, I used to have a very good friend whose name is Karen. Well, she calls me a fucking stalker rather than a friend, but I'm sure she's just playing. Let's try this out. Universal shapeshift. And so I turn into a giant black snake. Wow. I can practically feel the need to ask for the manager. But there wasn't any black mist during my transformation though. Notice. The black mist is used to make up for any lacking body volume, however since the body size of slimes is mostly determined by the number of magicules in their body, you have complete control over how large your actual body is. Because of this, it is determined that you do not need to expend any extra magicules to emit the black mist. A/N, this probably won't happen if this occurred in real life, since Heaven's Field doesn't increase your mana capacity to infinite, it just infinitely refills what you already have, at least, that's my understanding of the skill. But, I just want an excuse for MC to control his body mass so he doesn't need to walk around as a lowly/Shota for a while. Damn, talk about convenience. OG Rimuru rarely used the black mist because it dulled his reflexes, but with this, hee. When I get my human form, I can skip straight to having a teenager body. Anyways, I also took the poisonous breath skill for a spin, the conveniently placed rock formation is no more. It's powerful. I also went back into my usual slime form and tried the skill out again, but there's no dip in performance. OG Rimuru also complained that the gained skills have reduced effectiveness when used in his base slime form. Once again, Great Sage, Sama comes to the rescue. Universal Shapeshift can remove the decrease in performance when using an intrinsic skill gained through Predator, while not in their respective monster forms. Now that I think about it, when Rimuru evolved his shapeshifting skill, the disadvantage disappeared as well. Well, on with the journey. I wandered around the cave some more, meeting a few more monsters and eating them. I met a giant centipede, a giant spider, a giant bat, and a giant lizard. Do you see the problem here? Why are they all so uselessly big? Sigh, moving on. Skill, Paralysis Breath, has been acquired. Skills, Sticky Thread, and Steel Thread, has been acquired. Skills, Drain, and Ultrasonic Wave, has been acquired. Skill, Body Armor, has been acquired. Most of these skills are a little cool, especially, Sticky Thread. I can now mimic a certain spandex-wearing spider hero. As for the Drain skill. Drain is like a dollar store variant of Predator. We don't talk about Drain. Drain is the unwanted child. Go sit in the corner, Drain. As for the most useful of them all. Ultrasonic Wave. Rimuru, hi, Rimuru Disu. I got my voice back. To celebrate, I made a meat bun. I didn't eat it or anything. I just made it. And I just stared at it. Why are we still here, just to suffer? And so, I regretfully left it behind as I continued on without it. You will never be forgotten. Salutes. A/N, spoilers, this mean bun will appear in conversation later, so you should remember this. It won't be an important plot point or anything, just something for the memes. And so I practice using my voice some more while constantly looking for a way out, but Damn, leave me alone. This is the 30th time I got attacked. I don't need more of you guys. Jesus, I swear this place is infested with these monsters. I keep on getting attacked. I mean, they're hardly any trouble, but even flies can get annoying, right? OG Rimuru never had to deal with this. What the hell is going on? Report. His leaking aura likely kept the weaker monsters at bay. Oh, that makes sense. Right, I'll just do the same then. I very slowly release my aura, slowly increasing the amount as time goes on until a day later where I very rarely get attacked. It would get boring if I don't get attacked at all, so I didn't increase it anymore, but, yeah. Extra skill, Lord's Ambition, has been acquired. Another one. And so, like this. I find my way outside. No big fanfare or anything, I just see the entrance and slide through. I find myself in a giant fucking forest. It's a bit surprising because I expected that it would be razed to the ground, assuming Veldora escaped this way. Well, now that I think about it, there wouldn't be any giant metal door if that were the case. Unless he mellowed down during his imprisonment. But these trees are really big, huh, hee hee. A while later. Thwip, whoosh. Thwip, whoosh. Rimuru, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spin some webs, any size. Catches thieves just like flies. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man. My singing is beautiful. So much so that no one even gets close to me in a large radius, lest they risk disturbing me. What considerate guys. While I was swinging around, I sense a few wolves stalking me, so I stop swinging and just hang myself from a tree. Wait, fuck, that came out wrong. I mean I just leave myself hanging from a tree using my sticky thread. It still sounds a little off, but you get the idea. A/N, Logan Paul, is that you? Anyway, they still look a bit menacing. I mean, they're a lot bigger than your usual wolves from Earth, furthermore, I'm a lot smaller since I'm a slime now. And I'm not exactly fearless either. I mean, I was just a normal guy who never dealt with any life-threatening situation, so it will take me a month or so to adapt. But it's not like these wolves are going to wait that long either. And I don't exactly want to kill them, I mean, they're dogs. And this is just interdimensional law. You don't ever kill dogs. As for their cousins, like these wolves, for example, you don't kill them if you can help it. And even so, you only do it in a life or death situation. Or unless they're an ass, but dogs aren't asses. So, how do I chase them away? Oh. I could sing. No one wants to disturb my singing. But I don't think that would be enough. Oh, I know. Ahem. Rimuru, dame dani dame yo dame na no yo. Entagie suki de suki sujai. Dor dake tsuyoyo saki demo. Yugamanai omoi jie baka mitai. And the wolves run away. Ha ha ha. A Yakuza impression mixed with my singing. Combo. Wait. Now that I think about it, one of those wolves had a star pattern on its head, was that Ranga? Well, not Ranga but pre-named Ranga. Damn, a bit of a shame. I could have asked him to take me to his pack to let me talk it out with his dad, the pack leader. After that, I could name them all and meet with the goblins. Esps. Well, it's a bit late for that. Oh well. I guess I can just start off with these goblins then. As I think such things, I turn my attention to the trembling group of goblins that just appeared. Name, Rimuru. Race, Origin Slime, Highest Tier Spirit. Protection, Crest of Space. Title, None. Ultimate Skills, Ilia, Lord of Heaven's Feel. Intrinsic Skills, Infinite Regeneration, Universal Shapeshift, Universal Sense. Unique Skills, Great Sage, Predator, Limited Creation, Rune Master. Extra Skills, Control Water, Lord's Ambition. Common Skills, Poisonous Breath, Paralysis Breath, Sticky Thread, Steel Thread, Drain, Ultrasonic Wave, Body Armor. Tolerances, Resist Temperature, Resist Melee Attack, Cancel Pain, Resist Electricity, Resist Paralysis. I met the goblins. Rimuru. Say something. I mean you guys are just standing there and shaking. Oh strong one. What business do you have here? Who I assume to be the leader steps forward warily and speaks out to me. Yeah, this is really odd. They're just grunting, but I know exactly what they're saying. Magic sense is trippy. Anyway, I guess I should answer. Rimuru, well, I was just wandering around I guess. I was also looking for you guys, but it's not like I can say that, eh? Oh, I should also show off a bit. Rimuru, my name's Rimuru. Immediately after, they start looking at me with awe, or, I assume it's awe. I mean, they're ugly as fuck. I know once they evolve they would become more human-like, especially in the beauty department, but these guys, their faces look like your mom, I mean, they look like those super wrinkly old women, or rather, those witch masks you see on Halloween. And they all look the same. Jesus Christ, this is terrifying. Anyways, they're looking at me with, what I assume to be, awe on their faces. To monsters, having a name is a kind of status. Village is ahead. We sense strong monster, so we sent patrol. Oh, their village is nearby. That makes things easier. But, they sensed me. Oh. I forgot about my aura. I left it on high, so I'm practically screaming out, here I am, without any pants on. Not that I have pants in the first place. So yeah, I quickly toned down my aura to exactly that of a slime. I still think I'm missing something. It must not be important. Rimuru, right. Now, take me to that village you mentioned. Of course, Majestic One. Rimuru, Majestic. I never heard OG Rimuru getting called Majestic of all things. Of course. Your mystical figure enshrouded in that haze is very enchanting and majestic. Oh, that's what I was missing. I forgot to turn off the misty visual effects. Ha! Silly me. And so I turn it off. Now I'm just a normal white slime. Wait, what color are slimes in this world? Do they come in different colors? Or just a single color? Hold on, why was it that in this story about a slime, there was never a mention about a slime other than Rimuru? A/N, was there? I forgot. Let me know if there was. And so I got guided to the village. On the way, I realized that I was still sliding. And it's kinda gross. I mean, I'm not leaving any mucus behind as I move, nor am I covered in mucus. If anything, I'm like a soft squishy ball. Anyway, sliding is gross, and I need to move differently. The solution? Hopping. Or rather, bouncing. I look a lot cuter this way. Now, come to me ladies. Arrives at the goblin village. Not you ladies. At least wait for the evolution. Geez, I still can't get over their ugly looks. I sound like an ass. But hey. Looks are important. It doesn't matter what anyone tells you, if you're ugly, the chances of landing a partner will significantly drop. I know from experience after all. Sniff. Anyway. I digress. Right, goblins. As soon as I arrived, the first thing that passed through my head was, what the fuck are those dingy sheds? I mean, they look like they would fall from a simple breeze. Whoosh. Creak, snap, collapse. Let me rephrase myself. They will fall from a simple breeze. So I've been talking with the Goblin Chief aka Future Rigard and I have decided to help them with the wolves problem. Why am I helping them? Because I want to. If I leave them be, they will definitely get overrun by the wolves. And I would feel off if I just let that happen. After all, as the uncle of my web-slinging senior said, with great power comes great responsibility. If I just let bad things happen when I could have stopped them, then it feels like those things happened because of me. And I don't want that on my conscience. This is why I'll follow in OG Rimuru's footsteps. Of course, I won't make the same mistakes he did. Now, where was I? Oh yeah. The goblins. So their story was still the same as in canon, their deity, Veldora, fucking noped out of here a month ago and now wolves are attacking this place due to his missing presence. Apparently having Veldora nearby warded away any stronger monster. For some reason though, goblins, who are much weaker than wolves, are completely fine living with Veldora nearby. How? No fucking clue. I mean, I know there should be a valid reason, but I forgot what it was. And it's not like the goblins know the reason either, they aren't the brightest people after all. I mean, I asked them, but... Look at each other shrugs. Is the response I got. So yeah, back to the present, I accepted their request for help. First up on the list, heal all the injured goblins. I mean, I could make some full heal potions, it's quick and easy, but... Nah. Don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna just leave them. What I meant is, I've got the skills to do it myself. So. Rune Master. And voila, I get a rune sequence that lets me heal these guys. It's quite potent too, on the level of a high potion. I can make a sequence that's comparable to a full potion, but I don't need to. Of course, this rune sequence will only work in a specific way. How, you ask? Well, limited creation. And like that, a hot steaming meat bun pops up in front of me. I take the meat bun and shove it into the mouth of a goblin who got his shoulder slashed down to his waist. And a few seconds later, after some glowing effects, said slash injury is now gone. You see, I stuck that rune sequence on the bun. After all, it only activates when consumed orally. So I made a meat bun with that rune sequence, charged it with the necessary magicules, and stuffed it into the goblin's mouth. The result? Well, all hail meat bun sama. This goblin is convinced meat buns are now the end to all problems. I mean, I don't disagree. And so, I take that collapsed hut and turn them into a pile of steaming hot meat buns, all with the rune sequence on them. Rimuru, eat up. And thus, the world exploded. Just kidding. But that's it for this chapter. Name, Rimuru. Race, origin slime, highest tier spirit. Protection, crest of space. Title, none. Ultimate skills, Ilia, Lord of Heaven's Feel. Intrinsic skills, infinite regeneration, universal shapeshift, universal sense. Unique skills, Great Sage, Predator, limited creation, Rune Master. Extra skills, control water, Lord's ambition. Common skills, poisonous breath, paralysis breath, sticky thread, steel thread, drain, ultrasonic wave, body armor. Tolerances, resist temperature, resist melee attack, cancel pain, resist electricity, resist paralysis. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.